They are hotties! Hi, welcome to the Sim Voice Network, where we are symbiote simps. If someone asks you if you would smooch Venom on his hot mouth, and your answer is no, get out of here! But for real, Marvel has a lot of great symbiotes. They're all silly, goofy little hotties, and some are hotter than others. So today, we're gonna sit back, get our grippers out, much like Venom in the hit film Venom, and rank the top 10 best symbiote designs Marvel has ever graced our symbiote simpin' eyes with. Are you ready? Are you set? Are your grippers out? They'd better be, because here we go. Coming in at the bottom of our list, but certainly not the only bottom on the list, if you know what I'm saying, is Venom 2099. There's not much to really say about this dude except that he's certainly unique. It's definitely obvious that the artist behind him wanted to lose that goofiness that Venom has always had in the mainline Spidey comics and go down a more horror-oriented path with this version of the character. From the red eyes to the visible grippers to the way the spider emblem seems to be its own living creature resting on top of the symbiote itself. Venom 2099 is a menacing design that I think is extremely underrated. Yeah, even with the red eyes. But let me ask you this. Do you like Carnage? Do you wish he was a she? Do you wish she was blue? Well then, do I have a symbiote for you. Meet Mayhem, the clone sister of Mayday Parker, who was experimented on by Norman Osborn to literally become half Symbi. She can shapeshift, she can do everything a spider can, and boy howdy, can she get goofy. I absolutely adore her character, and how goofy fun she can be one minute, and how heart-wrenchingly depressing she can be the next. It would be awesome if Marvel could do more with her, and maybe even bring her back to the Spider-Girl comics in some way. You know, if they ever wise up and decide to continue those without Dan Slott's grubby little hands all over it. Still, she is just kind of a blue Carnage at times, so she's not exactly close to our number one spot. But I still hold her in a special place in my heart, true believers. There is one symbiote, though, that I do believe is just as iconic as Venom and Carnage, and it's none other than Scream. Am I right? Her look is so striking, elegant, and the big hair is a major plus in my opinion. It really adds something to her, so she isn't just a Carnage knockoff, and I really do believe that she is quintessentially 90s. I do think her red and yellow color palette is a bit kinda gives me McDonald's vibes, you know? But that doesn't change the fact that she's cool as hell, is absolutely mommy material, and I would be on my hands and knees for her any day. Now, how do you top a femme fatale like Scream? With Mayday Parker, that's how. Everyone's favorite Spider-Girl, all grown up and holding both the symbiote and the mantle of Venom in the Earth X Marvel comics. Now, I really don't like Earth X Marvel. I think they're the ones that started the whole, if Peter's life was perfect, he'd still be with Gwen idea that honestly sucks ass. And Peter ending up as fucking Spider-Cop is a terrible ending to his character. However, Mayday being Venom and having a very healthy relationship with the symbiote that makes them both a perfect hero for the streets of this futuristic New York is, in my opinion, one of the best ways to keep Mayday fresh and unique when doing a variant of her in another universe. As we saw in her own comics, she and the symbiote were unlikely allies that truly did care for each other for the short time they were together. And doing a what if that asks what would happen if they stayed together is just heat. Not to mention her design is perfect. I love the classic red Spidey colors blending in with the black symbiote and creating this messy, menacing aura that reflects how tumultuous her relationship with her father has become. Earth X Venom is just a criminally underrated design that I think should get more love, alright? But don't worry, I'm done gushing about it. We're moving on to a fan favorite. Toxin. The child of Carnage that tried so badly to break his way into Marvel Comics as a new hero with a striking design that perfectly blended the looks of both Venom and Carnage while still staying unique and kinda Spidey-esque. What can I say about him, other than the fact that he's so damn cool that he was genuinely the main symbiote kids in the playground in elementary school would pretend to be. We loved Toxin. And so did YouTube AMVs in the early 2000s. Jesus Christ, there were a lot of these. Though, unfortunately, he's gone through a lot of design changes. and none of them have been anywhere near as good as his original look. Over the years, Marvel has just kind of made him Red Venom with some swirly bits, and sometimes they don't even add those, so he's literally just Red Venom. They recently tried giving him Predator mandibles to make him stand out more, but it's not working, guys. Just go back to the original. It's fire and it deserves a comeback. I have no idea why they keep trying to reinvent the wheel with such a simple and striking design that was perfect from the start. He's still cool and I still love him though. But there's just no beating the little hottie that is Carnage. He's a silly twink. I love him, and I really do believe that he gets a bad rap. I mean, look at him. Look at that award-winning smile. This man has done no wrong in his life, and he deserves better treatment by the Marvel Universe. What murders? He's just silly. He's just goofy. He's a little whimsical. Let him be him, you know? And you know what? He deserves someone who will treat him to long walks on the beach, couples massages, and a candlelit steak dinner. And yes, you heard it here first, folks. I am that someone. If you'd like to support me symbiote simming for Carnage, why not join the channel membership for only 99 cents a month? It would help me out, I would appreciate the heck out of you, and you would get access to exclusive shoutouts, members chats, and streams. Think it over, hero. Now moving on, I love punky Spider-Man designs. I love them, I love them, I love them. Give me more Spidey designs with big belts, buckles, spikes, wild hair. The whole 9 yards. Inject it directly into my veins. And you know what else I love? Symbiotes. Combine the punk vibe and a symbiote, and what do you get? You get mania. An unfortunately short-lived symbiote host dynamic in the Marvel 616 universe, Andy Benton's Mania is easily one of my favorite Symbi designs of all time. I love that she looks like a hard rocker turned goopy alien vigilante. It's something we just hadn't really seen with Venom's aesthetic at all yet. From her spiked belt to her crazy anime hair made entirely out of goop, she's an awesome addition to the symbiote mythos. She is so unique and striking. I have no idea how Marvel hasn't adapted her in, I don't know, something yet. She's certainly cooler than fucking Spider-Gwen, not to mention her sort of father-daughter relationship and hero partnership with Flash as Agent Venom was a great change of pace for symbiote stories at the time. I honestly want to design my own Spider-Sona after her. She's that cool. And speaking of that weird brand new day era for symbiotes, another great addition was, of course, Anti-Venom. This is easily the best alternate look for Venom. And we can all give John Romita Jr. a big round of applause for making this guy so fucking cool. He isn't just a palette swap, you know? Old JR knew what the fuck he was doing here, unlike every other artist that's been tasked with making an anti-symbiote design, unfortunately. His spikes, the orange glow from his mouth and eyes, his lanky nature, it all culminates in such a wonderful subversion of how you expect Eddie Brock to be transformed by the symbiote. Plus, it set the guy on a path of redemption that led all the way up to Donny Cates' prolific run on the character, as well as the much-loved King in Black event. And weirdly enough, we can also thank Dan Slott of all people for this shit. And Zeb Wells? I guess a broken clock is right twice a day, huh guys? And swinging into the number 2 spot is a classic design that definitely should have been on the best Spidey suits list. Yeah, that was my bad, true believers. It's the sleek and stunning symbiote Spider-Man costume. What a perfect redesign of a character that doesn't go all in on adding lines and paneling all over everything to muddy it up. Instead, opting to create a new and fresh look that shakes things up while still staying recognizable and true to the character. There's a reason artists and writers keep having Peter Parker step back into the black suit from time to time. From Back in Black to the Lost Hunt, to the Grim Hunt, to the Taco Bell Baja Blast, priced at just $4.99. I mean, it's just a delicious treat that can't be beat. Right? Right? The black suit is a wondrous achievement in completely changing the look of your main character, and still maintaining the vibe that kept readers coming back to them in the first place. And what's more, it lent itself super well to the much darker Spidey stories that were coming out in that era, like the Sin Eater storyline, and of course, Kraven's Lost Hunt. Still, not enough teeth, so it's not taking our top spot. That would be this tall, dark, and handsome symbiote hunk right here. Venom. The one, the only, the original. He is everything. What a character, man. This guy hit everybody in the 80s and took the comics by storm. Like, Marvel was kinda iffy on this guy. They didn't know if Eddie Brock was gonna last. But good lord, were they wrong, huh? They had him fighting the Hulk, the Avengers, fucking Superman. And all because someone thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had Spidey's old alien costume come back as a villain? But like, bigger? And with teeth? And boom! Lightning in a bottle. Cut to present day, and Venom has 2 movies, a third on the way. He's been featured in pretty much every single Spider-Man TV show. He's got 3 separate skins in Fortnite, and his comics are extremely well regarded by readers and casual fans alike. The whole King in Black event even cemented him as one of the greatest heroes of the Marvel Universe. It's fantastic how much he's evolved, and just how many stories, both good and bad, he's been in over the years. Venom is timeless. He's a wonderful goofball, and I love him so much. He's earned this #1 spot more than anyone else on this list by a country mile. I love Venom. I am the symbiote simp. Oh, and before we head out here, I'd like to thank Alex the Awesome, Super 8-Bitable, Queen Crimson, Ubeck, and Caroline Wooden for becoming members of the channel. Now with that being said, this is the Synth Voice Network, signing off the night. I'm gonna go smooch Carnage, take him for a nice candlelit dinner. I'll see you later.